Hey guys and gals, welcome to another episode of the KC Multifamily Minute. This is Alex Olson with Exchange Commercial Real Estate here in Kansas City. Today's Monday, April 15th, and I'm here to bring you every new opportunity that has hit the open market. First, we're going to start off with Costar, Loopnet, which powers a lot of the multifamily listings that hit the open market. And first up, there are a lot. There's 8 new properties alone just on Loopnet here, and some of these you've actually seen. And in fact, some of these are my listing, but there are several new ones. And then as you see when we get to Zillow, there will also be additional new opportunities to look at there. So first up, I'm going to go ahead and look at this Overland Park property. And a new feature here we're talking about is I'm going to give you what class location that each one of these properties in. And so this particular property right here, Overland Park, Kansas, right next to downtown, this is a Class A, maybe even an A plus location. 37 units, 4.8 million. There is some value add component to it. It's got pool, it's got pitched roof. There's a lot of things I like about it. It is $130,000 per unit, but depending on the mix of bedroom and bathrooms, my guess is you can get rents up to $1,300, $1,400, $1,500 on those 2 bedrooms. Right here it says there's 18 large 2 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, 19 1 bedroom, 1 bath units. So I bet the sky is the limit. You can put granite countertops in here. You can redo everything about it. You could paint the exterior if you wanted. Just depends on your business model and what you want to produce for this particular property. I do think it'll go quickly. I'm not sure what it'll sell at, but I do think it will go quickly. Okay? So that is that property. Again, we've got a lot of new opportunities here. So let's go now into a couple of Country Club Plaza properties or close to it. This is actually more Westport 39th Street at 40th and Oak. So this particular property right here is 14 units at 1.82 million. It's actually a decent price per door. This is a Class A, maybe an A minus location. I would call it a Class A location. Streetcar is right here on Main Street. The extension's going right here. So you're looking about 4 or 5 blocks from a stop. I own a 5-plex right here on 39th and Warwick, so not too far away. I love this location on a price per unit basis. That's actually a pretty good price per unit. And I think that will also trade relatively quickly. All right. Another new property we've got here is this one over here off of Jarbo. A little bit better location than the other property because it is on the West Plaza. It's actually more Westport-ish, Northwest Plaza location. This is 12 units, 1.56 million. Another good opportunity for a buyer to come in here and take advantage of these 2 reasonably priced properties. I'm sure there's a lot of deferred maintenance. I'm sure there's a lot of work that can and should be done to them to maximize your rents. But you should be able to get it, depending on the unit sizes in there, for 1 bedrooms, $1,200 to $1,500, maybe more if they're large, and if you do it really well. And then the 2 bedrooms, again, the sky's the limit there on what you can do with a couple of these properties due to their location. Okay, we're going to stick in this area, in the Midtown area, and we're going to highlight this property. This is actually my listing, so I represent the seller in this transaction, and this is just east of Troost, but it's actually very close to the Mac Properties Four Corner project, which I believe is like an $80 million project of 4 different apartment complexes plus retail mixed in there. And it's just a couple doors down from that. The area is really appreciated recently. It has a secured fence that encumbers the entire, or it goes around the entire apartment complex. So that there's peace of mind there. It's been rehabbed over the years. There's a lot of information we have on here. It's 27 units, all 1 bedroom, for $2.29 million. And we've already had a couple offers come in on that. But please get with me. Let's see if we can make a deal happen on this property. I know the seller wants to sell, and I do look forward to hearing from your feedback on that very soon. All right, so again, that's just East Armour Boulevard, right next to my office, which is down right here on Armour and Main. Four Corners is right here into this is where the brand new apartment projects. Let's see what the aerial shows. So you can see the construction already here. These 2 are completed. Matter of fact, they're all completed. This is a little bit older satellite image, but you get my point here. And this is just down the road, a couple blocks away, really a block, well, 2 blocks, 2 small city blocks away. All right. All right, so let's go back out and get our bearings again here. And this, by the way, as far as class, the location class on here, I would call this a Class B location. It's so close to everything new going on that as the improvements are made from west to east here, this is definitely the path of progress and would be a great pickup for anybody that is a long-term investor in the area and wants to experience that growth. Okay, so that's a Class B area for you to buy in. All right. All right, so going back out here, getting our bearings again. We've talked about those. This particular property, I believe we talked about last time. We've talked about this one in Overland Park. We talked about this one in Lee Summit, and you've seen that from me many different times. This one's too small for me to really comment on at $400,000. And then we have this particular property here in Leavenworth, Kansas. So I'll zoom in up there. I actually have a new listing that's coming on board that's 5 duplexes, so 10 units. Not really very close to this property, but this is right on the river. This is an old, it's not old, but it's a home or a building that used to be for seniors, so senior living facility. It's 87 units. It's been converted, been upgraded over time. I'm not sure why the new seller is selling it because I do not represent them, but it did trade maybe in 2021, 2022, somewhere in that range. 87 units, high-rise building, has elevators. There is an understanding you have to have when you go into buying a property like that. So keep that in mind when you're looking for it. As far as location goes, I believe there is a brand new hotel in and around this area, and they're really trying to do a whole bunch of new development along this. I would probably call this a B- or a C location for Leavenworth. And there are better locations, but it's fine, I would say. It's not a war zone. It's not bad, but it's a location that you want to get yourself familiar with. And the biggest piece, though, really there is understanding the elevator component and how all of the inner workings of that style of building would work together with themselves. All right, so that's everything here on Loopnet, Costar. So now let's transition on over to Zillow. What do we got new on Zillow? So actually, here's another new listing that I procured for a seller. It's 6 townhouse units. It's located in Liberty. This is a Class A location, fairly close to downtown Liberty. Here you can see off Gallatin Street. We've got a 3D tour, of course, an aerial video. It's 6 townhouse units, so they're all individually parceled. You could sell them off at $180,000 or so. Per unit. It's listed at $165,000 per unit, and they're all very large. I don't know, 17, 18, 1900 square feet. That includes the basement. This particular unit is actually 4-bedroom and is, again, like I said, quite large. One of them does have a 2-stall garage. The other 5 are more like this, but they all have, maybe one of them does not have basements. A lot of them have rear decks. It's just a quiet, private area. There is an HOA, but the HOA covers all exterior maintenance, including siding, roof, lawn, grounds, roads, etc. in that area. So it also includes insurance too. So you only have a little bit of expenses there because tenants also pay for everything. Remember, these are individually parceled. They're really kind of for owner occupants, but over time have been rentals, and some of them are becoming back again owner occupants as lending's been tight on buyers. So that's an interesting property there where you could get 6 properties in a Class A location in Liberty. All right, so let's zoom back out and see what we have here for new properties. This is actually a series of single-family homes. So I'm not going to talk too much about that. But this would be a Class A location. If you're interested in single-family homes, could be an interesting opportunity for you there. This is on the MLS, so I could represent you as a buyer. We could take that down together, and I could negotiate on your behalf. This is a brand new development here, so we're not going to talk too much about that. This is a property, I feel like we talked about this one before when it was on Loopnet. So this is in Cleveland, on Cleveland Avenue, Kansas City, Missouri. I would call this maybe a Class C location, maybe a C+ location. It is close to this big hospital here, but it is also close to a lot of other things that are going on over here with the Swope Park. But it's probably a Class C location. It's got a lot of nice features to it. We talked about it last time. It's just your very classic apartment style building in Kansas City. That could be an interesting opportunity. I'm not sure what it would sell at, but that's where it's positioned right now. Let's go back over here to some of these other properties. I'm sorry about this. So here is a property off of East 26th Street, which is east of 71. It is, if you get it for the right price, this can be a good deal over here, which is very close to Beacon Hill, Hospital Hill. I would probably call this a C or C minus location right now, based on just being east of 71. It does very close to a park here, a series of parks. So that could be an interesting opportunity if you're interested in like C minus locations. Okay. Zooming back out here. Oops, sorry about this. And we've talked about this. These are 2 duplexes here in Overland Park for $200 and some thousand per unit. They are kind of large, they're more the townhouse style. So I think there is great value in these, and it's a great location. So I think that there is an opportunity here for someone that they'd get their price for. Class A location, maybe Class A plus. So that could be, if you're interested in really stretching your dollar, this could be an interesting opportunity for you here, just because of the location. Remember, I'm a location-based buyer. Another property here is a series of duplexes in Raytown. This would be considered a Class C location in Raytown for $875,000. You've got 8 units, and is an interesting opportunity for those that want to buy in a Class C market, that want to make some good money long term on it. A couple of these have garages, if I'm not mistaken. And they've been rehabbed over the years. So it's something you could interestingly take down and have a good return on over, a decently short period of time. It's not necessarily a 10-year hold on it. And then this one right here, this is actually my listing I've had, and I'm not sure why it's showing up as new, but I know that the seller would love to sell it. I have some inside information on maybe what kind of price he is willing to take. He's been pretty firm in the past. So please reach out on that one. We can get a deal done there. Of course, Yaletown, that's another listing I have representing a seller we talked about a few minutes ago. And that's all the new properties. Now, that actually is a lot, all things considered, in the Kansas City market. Let's just round that up to 10 new properties. I've given you my opinion on all the locations of them, if they're A, B, or C minus, or D location. And so there's a lot of good opportunity. Remember, MLS, I can represent you, I can negotiate on your behalf, and the seller is paying my commission. And then the other piece on the Loopnet Costar stuff, I'm happy to give you my opinion on what's going on there. I really hope you've appreciated this video, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. This is Alex Olson with Exchange Commercial Real Estate and the Multifamily Minute. Thank you.